Hello everyone, thank you for clicking and watching the video. Welcome to the free game collection, and you know what we're here for. You've seen the thumbnail. These are my favorites. These are the 99p cash converter specials. Now I'm going to say this is the fifth one of these I've done. This is the best one. There is some great games in here, some really great games. There's a PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360 and a Wii game, good variety, some fantastic titles as well. But I made a mental note that the last time I did one of these, a couple of people sent me some messages on Instagram, and I thought I must clarify that next time I do another one of these at the start. So a couple of people were asking me, when do cash converters do these specials? How do you know about it? Are they on social media, that sort of thing? So I'll just clarify now. They don't do a 99p sale. I call it a 99p sale for the thumbnail, for YouTube, so you know what you're watching basically. There's no actual sale, there's no signs, there's no announcement. All it is basically, and all cash converters are different, you just go in store and they've reduced the load down to 99 pence randomly. That's what it is. Now, my cash converters do not like me filming in there at all, but I did make it, I've got a little sneaky bit of footage this time so you could see what I'm talking about. So somewhere around me you should be able to see, but basically you just go in there, irregardless of platform, irregardless of game. Most of the games in there will be priced like cash converters usually do, roughly priced based on the game, but you'll just come across a small pile where everything is 99p, and it'll either be on the spine or you got to flip them over to look at the back, but they'll just put a fresh load of games out and everything will be 99p irregardless. And that's all it is, mate. You got to be there in the right place at the right time. I don't think all cash converters do it. I'm lucky that mine do. I go cash converters quite a bit. I don't know how often they do them basically. I don't know how often I'm the one getting, am I getting all the 99p's when they put them out, or is there loads of us going and finding them? I don't know, but that's what the 99p sales are in my local cash converters. Right place, right time, and they just literally just dump 99p on loads of games and push them out to the shelf, and I'm just there hoovering them all up. So that's what it is. There's no actual event, I'm afraid. There's nothing to keep an eye out for. You just got to keep popping in. You just got to keep digging away at it. So right, enough of that, let's get going. Let's start. There's so much here. I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, I'm really going for this one. So everything in here, by the way, is 99p. I don't think anything's 49p. I don't think anything's over 99p, so everything's 99p. So first thing, the one PS1 game they had, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, CEX don't take this. I don't know why, 'cause it's a fantastic game. It's Harry Potter, isn't it? Everyone loves Harry Potter. Got the manual, got a good condition disc, good condition case. It's just slightly broken there, but the inlays and everything's absolutely fine. Yeah, I played this quite a bit when I was growing up. I'll probably have to put this on Vinted or Facebook or something like that, because CEX won't take it. But yeah, good game. The graphics have not held up well, not held well at all. I mean, Dumbledore and Hagrid are absolute nightmare fuel on that game now. So right, let's go in order. Should we try go in order? Right, let's do PS2 now then. So I've got 3 PS2 games. Someone was into sort of their gangster games. We've got Made Man. I don't know anything about Made Man, to be honest. The back describes the mafia. You're a hitman, the usual stuff. Yeah, rich dynamic environments. I've never played it. I do already have it in my collection. It's a 16, but Made Man, you don't see it very often. I don't think you get too much for it, but you don't see that one very often. So we've got that one. The next one is Reservoir Dogs. What a fantastic film. Now I remember I've played this. I played it just before I went to university. I remember finishing this. It's a good game. Looking at the back, the graphics don't look like they've held up very well. It's not a very long game, if I remember correctly, but again, you don't see it or see people speak about it very often, but it's in fantastic condition. But Reservoir Dogs on the PS2, not a game you see too often. The other one we have seen quite a bit, The Getaway, Black Monday. I mentioned I tried playing The Getaway 1 a couple months ago and I was really disappointed. It sort of wrecked the memory of it. It hasn't held up very well at all. The controls were really difficult, but this is in fantastic condition. And to be fair, that was Getaway 1. I haven't played Black Monday for quite a while, so it might be different, but I doubt it. But yeah, Black Monday, The Getaway. So yeah, those three little gangster games on the PS2. So they're the PS2. Let's do, I tell you what, we've got one Wii game. Let's just cover that, but it's one hell of a Wii game. 99 pence. Wii Party. Fantastic. This, CEX are selling this for like 20 odd quid. I didn't have it at the start of the year. I've got it in my collection now, so I can move this one on, but Wii Party for 99p, we're gonna get some fantastic return on that. Definitely. Don't get it confused with Wii Play, by the way. I'm noticing people are confusing Wii Party and Wii Play. Wii Play is a completely different thing. It's not worth anywhere near as much, just so you know. So all the rest is 360, apart from these PS3 games that I need to cover off. They're pretty decent. One of them I've never known, but let's do this one first. So Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I've only played Destroyed All Humans, the first one on the PS2, and that was quite a while ago. I've never seen this one, to be completely honest with you. I don't have it on the Xbox 360. I don't know if it's on the Xbox 360. It's not the cheapest of games either, and like I say, I've never really come across it. But yeah, Burn, Baby Burn on the back. Yep, Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I don't know if it's the third one or a spin-off. I honestly don't know, but that there I don't have, so I'll probably be keeping that in the collection. This one, I've got a sealed PS3 game, and it is a good one as well. It's the Overkill edition of Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. I love the Army of Two. This is quite good. It's got a good story through the trilogy of games as well. They're fantastic. Me and a friend played this, a 2-player co-op, and it was a brilliant experience. Really enjoyed it, but a sealed copy. Now, I do have this on the Xbox 360, but I think I'm going to have to keep... I don't see good sealed PS3 games very often, so I think I'm going to be keeping hold of this. But yeah, 99p for a sealed copy of The Devil's Cartel. Absolutely fantastic. This one, this is a good one. I didn't know about this, but it's The Godfather, but it's the Don's edition. This sells for significantly more than the regular Godfather. Now, I played the Godfather game. I played the Godfather and Scarface around the same time. It's a fantastic game. It's very similar to Mafia, as you could probably imagine. But yeah, I don't know why. It's got new Corleone content. It doesn't really say on the back why the Don edition is worth so much more. Luckily, I was concerned, but the case, as you see, beautiful manual. But the Don's edition and the Don edition is actually on the disc as well. So there's no codes that have gone missing. But absolutely, this is worth a good couple. I was very surprised when I saw what this is worth, but obviously 99 pence. I think I'm going to have to keep hold of it. I really am, because it does seem to be worth quite a little bit. It's quite uncommon as well from what I can gather. But yeah, The Godfather, the Don's edition, really chuffed to have found that one. Really, really happy with that. So that's a fantastic game to have found. So all the rest is Xbox 360, but everybody loves Xbox 360 at the moment, don't they? So right, I'll tell you what, we're just going to plough through it, shall we? So, Sonic Generations. I've got it, haven't played it. From what I can gather, there's just different types. There seems to be like the 2D old classic Sonic, and then the more modern take on Sonic. So different types of Sonic gameplay, but Sonic Generations, absolute spot on, not a cheap game. We've then got, oh, Forza Horizon. So this is the first one. I've got this and played it quite a bit. I get confused with all the Horizons. They're very similar, and I don't play many racing games. I think Horizon 3 was the one I put a good amount of time into, but I'm pretty sure I played this one. But yeah, Forza Horizon, 99p, absolutely fantastic, absolute staple. Minecraft, how many times have we covered off Minecraft? It's in there, 99p. That's usually the one people sort of just hoover up. So this one I don't know about. Mindjack, I've already got it, I've not played it. I couldn't remember if I did or didn't have it. I thought it might be worth a little bit. It's by Square Enix. I have no idea what it's about. The back cover, to be honest, there's a lot of text on this back cover, but I couldn't possibly read it all out to you. But yeah, it's in cracking condition. Yeah, look at that, absolutely beautiful condition. Already got it. You don't get too much for it. I don't really know what it's about, but it's got a cracking case on it there, that cover art. So yeah, Mindjack. Don't see that one very often at all. Didn't know what I was looking at. Lego Jurassic World. Picked this up a good few times. Had that many times, so that's a staple for us. Already got this one in my collection. Picked this one up not too long ago. Snoopy's Grand Adventure. I used to watch Snoopy when I was growing up. I'm not that old, but you know, the replays were always on. It seems to be like a 2D side scroller. There's very little on the back, just two screenshots and Charlie Brown. But yeah, what's it say? Snoopy and the Charlie Brown, the Peanuts movie. It might be based on the movie then. That might be what we're looking at here. But anyway, Snoopy's, already got it. Don't see it very often at all. Picked it up. This one is a great Lego game to pick up. The Hobbit, absolutely fan. I recently rewatched the Hobbit trilogy because I remember thinking it wasn't that good. It is good. It's fantastic. It's just you compare it to the Lord of the Rings trilogy and nothing holds up, does it? But yeah, the Hobbit Lego, fantastic. There's something to do with they can't remake that. They've lost the license to that or something, so that might go up in price at some point in time. Oh God, look, there's still more. So, Lost Odyssey from the creators of Final Fantasy. I already have this. I've not played it. I've seen a couple people on other videos say it's really good. It's the one that comes with all the discs. No manual, but 99 pence. We'll be moving that one on. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Test Drive Unlimited. This is one of those games that you used to see all the time for tuppence, but it seems to have gone up a little bit recently, like a lot of the Xbox 360 games have. I haven't played it, got 9 out of 10 from Xbox 360 magazine apparently, but yeah, Test Drive Unlimited. I think there's another Test Drive as well, I don't know what it's called, but I think there's 2 on the 360. Very similar actually, move on. Juiced 2, Hot Import Nights. This is also one of the ones you used to be able to get very cheap, which is going up in price. It's very similar to the Need for Speed, like the Need for Speed 1 and 2 on the PS2, that underground, that sort of thing. The music to it is absolutely brilliant. I have played it before, as you can probably tell. It's a great game. It is good. Juice 2, if you get the opportunity, pick that up and play it. It's going up in price. It's sneaking up, so that was a good one to have found. We've got another Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. I don't know how many times I've picked up Lego Harry Potter games this year, but it seems like to me, every time I turn that camera on, I've got a copy of Harry Potter on Lego on some console, which I'm not complaining about, but just they seem to be everywhere, and you get a little bit for it, so that's good. Saying that, same as this one, Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Again, I swear I've had this recently a couple times, but you get good return on it, so I'm just going to keep picking it up every opportunity I get. But yeah, Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, it's here again. Right, we're running our way down the bag here. So, and Call of Duty 2. I found out recently, I think this was an Xbox 360 exclusive. I don't think this is on the PS3, which is why it's worth a little bit more than holds its value a bit better than some of the other Call of Duties. But yeah, Call of Duty 2. I have played it, but a very, very long time ago when I was a much younger boy. Okay, so this was one of the ones I didn't know if I have or didn't have. So, Turning Point, Fall of Liberty. Don't see it very often. Like I say, I weren't sure if I did or didn't have it. It seems to be based on the Axis. So again, you're attacking the Nazis in World War II. Turning Point, I assume it's something to do with turning the tides of war, but I don't know much about it. It seems to be a first-person shooter. Lovely condition though. But yeah, already got it in the collection. But yeah, a game again you don't see too often, so I picked it up. Sniper, Ghost Warrior. Again, I get confused with the sniper games. I've got quite a few of them. I do have this one in the collection. I'm not very good with the sniper games. Every time I sit down and think I'll give that a go and I'll be really good at it, I never am. So yeah, Sniper, Ghost Warrior, already got it, so moving that one on. This one, Peter Jackson, King Kong. This used to be worth a lot. I remember looking at this in CEX and they wanted like 20, 30 quid. I think it's dropped in price now. I've already got it in the collection, but Peter Jackson's King Kong, great film. Not played the game, but I know the game is quite fondly thought of. It looks like a first-person shooter, but yeah, King Kong, great game to have picked up for 99p in a cash converter. So we'll get a good return on that. Skate 3. I'm a Tony Hawk's fan, said that a few times. I have played Skate 3, but very briefly, and I remember just thinking to myself, I'd rather just play Tony Hawk's, but a lot of people really like the Skate series, so must be something to it the more you play. But yeah, Skate 3, pick that one up a few times. Nearly at the bottom of the bag. Are these right? So these are three of the heavier hitters on the Xbox 360. So the first one here, Cabela's Dangerous Adventure. I picked up a Cabela last year. I never knew that these were even on the Xbox 360 because you just never ever saw them out and about. I've never ever laid eyes on this one. I know in my head that if you ever see one of these Cabela's games, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, to pick them up because they go for a good amount of money and they're hard to get hold of. So yeah, it seems to just be an action. Be afraid, be very afraid. The difference between life and death could be split seconds. Are you ready? 25 dangerous animals. Hunt on 5. It's a hunting game. I don't agree with hunting, but it's a game, isn't it? You're not doing it in reality. So I will give that a little go. But yeah, really happy to be adding that one to the collection. That's one I've had in my mind that I'm probably going to have to buy from CEX at some point in time. But no, found it eventually. The last two. So this one, this was a fantastic one. So a lot of people sometimes ask me, why don't I just use the app on everything? Why sometimes do I buy games and then realise afterwards that I'm not going to get my money back? And it's because of things like this. If you go out and you make mistakes, you'll learn from them and you'll remember them and you'll be a lot better because you're not faffing around with an app every time you're out and about, especially at car boots. You can act quicker. You know, your mind works a lot faster than an app does. And this is one of those, because this game I once passed on many, many moons ago and then realised that it was worth a lot more than it was. So I know to keep an eye out for these, and it's that sort of reason why you keep learning, so you don't need the app. And it is Birds of Steel. So the Birds of Steel, I don't know how many games there are, but yeah, I passed on this a couple of years ago. I left it there for like 50p and then realised that I'm not really into my aviation flight simulator game, so I left it. But I remember leaving this thinking, oh God, I should have picked that up when I had the chance. I've never seen it again since, anywhere in a CEX or anything like that, but it was in cash converters, so I remembered and picked it up. So you live and learn. Birds of Steel, I don't know much about it. Like I say, it's a flight simulator. USA, World War II, couple of the wars from the looks of it. Play online, whether you still can. 100 planes. Yeah, it goes for quite a bit. You never ever see it. So I was really chuffed to pick this up. 99 pence. Absolutely buzzing to have that in the collection. I think this has actually gone down a little bit in price. It used to be worth a lot more. Birds of Steel, fantastic. That's a proper out in the wild gem to find, that is. And the last one, again, very similar. It's a flight simulator. I've never seen this game anywhere. Top Gun Hard Lock. Again, 99p. Goes for like over £30 in CEX. It's in lovely condition. There's the receipt from it all. Absolute cracking manual. The disc is absolutely minty fresh. Fantastic. I don't know anything about it, again, just that it's a flight simulator. I assume it's based on the Top Gun series in some way, but never ever seen it. As soon as I saw it, again, I remember flight simulators can go for quite a bit. Pick them up when you see them. Live and learn. So yeah, Top Gun Hard Lock. Those two games there, picking those up for £2 is an absolute bargain for what you get back on them. So yeah, and that's it. So I hope you agree, there is some amazing games in there. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do, which ones I'm going to keep. Need to go through my collection, figure out which ones I want and which ones I don't want. And then I'm going to go do that thing, go to CEX, and I'll be back in a minute. And I am back. Good few days have gone by and I've managed to sort everything out. So let's do what we always do. Let's start by taking away what everything you just saw cost us. £27.72 to be exact. So let's take that away from the cash total. 28 games at 99 pence each. Nice and easy. So how do we get the money back? How do we get it for free? I did put quite a bit of this up on Vinted, the stuff that was in really nice condition. Couldn't sell hardly any of it. I sold one thing. I sold Harry Potter for £4 on the PS1, which is fantastic because that's the one thing that I couldn't take into CEX. That's brilliant. But everything else didn't. Some of it was up for like cash value at CEX as well. Couldn't sell it, so anyway, took it all into CEX after that anyway, and for cash we got back Lego The Hobbit, £2, Skate 3, £3, Sonic Generations was £3, Mindjack was £2, Wii Parties £10, and Forza Horizon £4. So CEX gave us £24 back in cash, plus the £4 from Harry Potter, £28. They stick £28 up there, so we got it all for free, got all the money back, and we've made what? I assume that's 28 pence. Absolutely spot on. What did I get on voucher? I got some on voucher, of course I did. So, Juice 2, £6, Test Drive Unlimited, £4, King Kong, £12, fantastic. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, £4, Call of Duty 2, £5, Peanuts Movie Snoopy, £5, Lego Jurassic World is £1.60, Minecraft a £5, Getaway 2 Black Monday, £2, and Made Man £1.40. So in total, we got £46 on a voucher on top of all that. So let's stick £46 left. Fantastic. Everything's free. We've got £46 on voucher to spend later down the line. And we've got some bits, but before we do what we're keeping, we've just got to haul out that Lost Odyssey. So unfortunately, this is supposed to be a 4-disc game, and it is, because my copy has 4 discs. I didn't realise, because it's got that thing where it's got the 3 in the middle, and there's 3 discs, but it's supposed to be 4. So CEX didn't take that, fair enough. Cash Converters done me dirty on that, but we'll let them off, won't we? And then these ones, Turning Point, Sniper Ghost Warrior, and Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. These are the ones where they were giving me less than £1 cash and barely any, maybe not even £1 on voucher. I say it so many times, we're not giving these things away. So these are just going to go over the corner somewhere and we'll keep those, and they might go in price later down the line, or either way, I'm not just giving them away. So those 3 were the duds, but I mean, if you can have a duds, they're still 3 great games, aren't they? What are we keeping? Well, we've got some fantastic games here. There's some really, really good games. But before I get going, what I'll do, I'll stick around me somewhere the total cash value of these games in CEX if you were to walk in and buy them, because there's some fantastic games here, really chuffed. So first one, Reservoir Dogs. Turns out I don't have this. I was taking a look down my line of PS2 games and I didn't have it. So thank God I took a look before I traded these in. How I've missed not picking this up, who knows, but Reservoir Dogs, I didn't have it in the collection. I thought I did. Beautiful condition, so we're keeping that one. Always check, just to make sure, especially if you've got quite a large collection, always give them a little check before you take them into CEX, apparently, because that one nearly escaped me. So Reservoir Dogs. So the next one, Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. I do have it on the Xbox 360, but this bad boy is sealed. It's the Overkill edition. I don't know what that means. It doesn't really explain on the back, but 99 pence for a sealed PS3 game, and a good sealed PS3 game. I'm keeping hold of that. I'm really chuffed with that. Sealed. So yeah, keeping hold of that one, really chuffed. Next one, Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. I don't know if you can actually get this on the Xbox 360. I don't have it. I couldn't find it on the CEX app either. So I'm going to keep hold of this one, add this one into my collection. Again, I might do that thing where I move it on when I get it on 360, if I can get it on 360. But Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon. Seems to be one of the more uncommon games in the Destroy All Humans series, so really chuffed to have found that one. Not the cheapest game, great to find that. And talk about not the cheapest game, The Godfather, the Don's Edition. So from what I can tell, you can't get this on the Xbox 360. This seems to be a PS3 exclusive sort of version of the game. So I'm really chuffed to be adding this to my PS3 collection. Yeah, not a cheap game this, and it doesn't really say what it is on the back anywhere, that what the Don's content is. It just says new Corleone content, but it seems to be on the disc. It's actually on the disc, so that's fantastic. So yeah, The Godfather, the Don's Edition, fantastic addition to my PS3 collection. Brilliant. Xbox 360, hope I still don't know if I'm saying this right. Cabela's Dangerous Adventure. Brilliant. There's a good couple of these on the Xbox 360. I've only actually got one in my collection at the moment. I need to have a little look and try find some extra ones because these are getting even harder to find now. Cabela's Dangerous Adventure. I do suggest if you see these out and about, it may be in CX, it might be worth picking these up now because they're really hard to get hold of. I never ever see them, and I do a lot of looking and I can't find them. So that's a great addition. And then of course we've got this Birds of Steel. This seems to be a lot more expensive on the 360 than it is on the PS3 from what I can gather. But yeah, World War II, I've said it so many times, I'm not very good at these flight simulator games, but I'm going to give this one a go anyway. Yeah, Birds of Steel, this is a fantastic addition to the Xbox 360 collection for free as well. Really chuffed to have found this. Like I say, I let it slip out of my hands at some point in time many years ago. Corrected that mistake now. Birds of Steel, fantastic. And the last one, again, another flight simulator. Top Gun Hardlock, another fantastic game to find out and about. Not the cheapest game. To add it into the collection for free is absolutely brilliant. It's in lovely, all of these have been in lovely condition as well, which is brilliant. Yeah, fantastic. Really buzzing with that one. But yeah, Top Gun Hardlock, need to give that a go. There's no copies of this one currently in CX. I don't know if there will be by the time this video goes out, but at this exact moment in time, there's none of those in stock at CX. So fantastic. So this week, couldn't be happy. I think that's the best trip to Cash Converters. I was absolutely buzzing when I left the store, absolutely buzzing. There's such a good variety and some real good titles throughout this. So yeah, really chuffed, really chuffed, all for free with some free voucher and these games into the collection. Absolutely brilliant. I could sit here and jabber all day, but I'm not going to. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves.